Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Kevin. I am an engineer with a speech impediment, and I'm going to present 3 tips for engineers for conversations. 3 conversation tips for engineers. Number 1, use your outdoor voice. When we're in a consulting firm or we're talking to people over the phone or with video games, I personally am comparatively very loud compared to other people inside the office. But as soon as I enter a party, the relativism just blows everything away. So what you have to do when you're in a party environment is, without drinking, well, you can drink too, but speak as if you're outdoors. Speak as if you're speaking to a crowd, as if you're speaking to a stadium, as if you were a pro wrestler. Tip number 2, draw on flashbacks. Engineers draw on their experience, but typically that comes in the form of very quantitative, bland, technical writing, like the way we were taught to do it in school. What you need to do instead, when drawing on your experience, is draw on flashbacks. Speak as if you were living in that moment, and pick whatever adjectives come up immediately. Whatever you see, whatever you saw, just pick it. Just choose those words, whatever comes up. You only got one shot when you're in a conversation. And tip number 3, stick to your guns. So, engineers tend to kneecap ourselves. That's what we do. We are always throwing disclaimers in, because if we're wrong and we're caught on record being sure about how right we are when in fact we're not right, we get in trouble. But in a casual conversation, you don't worry about this at all. So just imagine how YouTube personalities, or even Trump, they say something, they don't know if they're saying the right thing. You could always correct yourself when people call you out and say, okay, I misspoke. But don't say kind of, don't say sort of, don't say, oh, that's not really what I mean in the middle of your sentence. It just makes you look like you don't know what you're talking about to the average person. So that's my 3 tips for holding a conversation if you're an engineer. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.